This just keeps them from having to run the generator at night. Well, we installed a little bacon this morning. Haven't had any for a few days. Bacon and eggs for breakfast, maybe. Yeah, it's a lot of snow yet, but we got warmer days now, so it's starting to drop. Just about all done. Really close. Oh, yeah. I cooked too much grease out of the bacon, so we got to add a little more. Go like that. And my cheese whiz jar is empty, so we're going to try and do this a little bit. Then, we're going to bring the hot ones and we're going to put them right on there, right on that cheese. Oh, look at that. We're going to have a nice breakfast sandwich, and then we'll get outside and we'll get something done. Maybe we'll just put a little bit more cheese. Yeah, let's work up some energy. So, go like that. I'm going to just sit down and enjoy. Store it, don't pour it. That helps the garbage burn. And you got to take the garbage out to burn it, so that's why you see a can sitting on my cupboard. We're going to have breakfast. Oh, she's chewing. Another snowstorm. Well, Greg and man, we're just up here. We might have to come right back. She's a howling and a drifting. It's a black ice day, drifting snow, so it's four-wheel drive. Taking our time. I gotta try and make it to my daughter's. To go into town today. I don't like driving in this black ice, but they're gonna have power outages and the winds, high winds and stuff, so snow drifts. I don't know if there's trees down somewhere, but my daughter needs BLUETTI's help. Grid is down. My daughter's got more muscles. BLUETTI cords. Okay, let me get the door for her. Let's see if we can get you some power going. Oh, I think the get the battery and the AC300 and we'll get her set up. See if we can get some things plugged in. My daughter has a pellet stove, so we'll see if we can get that running first so we have heat. Are my girls nice and warm? Hey? Now Papa's going to show you, we're going to hook some things up here and see if we can make your pellet stove work and get some heat going, eh? Hurry up. Oh, the AC300 on top. We're going to get a cord here. This is the big power cord. Has to go in between the two. Because the AC300 is not a standalone unit, it has to have a power supply. And that's what this is. This cord's got to twist that way a little bit and plug in. Okay. Maybe we can come a little closer. We're going to get this. We've got running over to the big fridge freezer. So this one is for the pellet stove. And this time I'll show you what we're doing here now. We're going to turn. And you can see I got the AC on. This is touch screen, so we're just going to get this fireplace plugged in and we'll see what it starts drawing for power. Oops, what did I do? Oh, yeah, there's menu settings, your settings, different things. This AC100, there's so much you can do with it. It's got USB-C 100 watt ports, USB-A 18 watt times 2, and USB, there's DC 3 amp, and you've got inputs and outputs for DC, this DC output. This is 24 volt output only, this one. So we've got half a dozen 120 plugs, and so well, we can see now that fireplace is pulling 316 watts. I don't know how much that's going to change. Hopefully we'll get some fire going there shortly, but we're going to just want to see how much it's pulling total. Well, we got flame now popped in, so pellets are coming in. We're still using 277 watts. It hasn't heated up and fan kick in yet, but we're gonna just get. We got cords going everywhere here. So we got this one going to the big fridge freezer. There. And we'll take this one. I think that's long enough here. I'll plug them two freezers in. The stand-up freezer and that big freezer, so let's just plug them in and see what we got. We can keep the freezers from thawing out. I mean, it's kind of miserable, stormy outside, but yeah, we've got 544 watts with two freezers, big refrigerator, and a pellet stove. It's only drawing 544 watts, so that's not bad. That is not bad at all. So, see how long, sure how long it would last, but we're going to get heat coming off this here shortly, so it won't be cold in here. Hopefully the power won't be out for too long. Not like down east, they've got ice storms. Some people are out of power for a few days, so this is something that is very handy. Maybe you can help a neighbor, help yourself. I live totally off-grid, but I am totally off-grid, and it's just, you know, I use the BLUETTI for my everyday use, and so it's working so far. We'll get this going here. Just see how much it's using, and once this blower kicks on, gets going, then we'll see how it works. Yeah, we got the blower running now. Well, with the total, we have 587, jumped up to 600 there for a second, 587 watts with the blower running. So yeah, we'll be good for a while, and then if we can get the generator brought over just in case, and if this guy's down, you know, we can always fire the generator. I brought you the plug. Here's a plug for plugging in, and the plug just screws in right here. There's a cap on the end, so you can just plug a cord in right here.
This AC300L in its proper way. This has a little dot, a little white dot. I put a little piece of tape on there so it's easy for me to know that you get it the right way up. It's a 3-prong plug. So you just screw that in there, plug the other end in power to the generator, and you'll be able to charge this right up. So the battery charges through the AC300, and but this will run you until you get the generator set up tomorrow, and or hopefully the power will come back on by then. So just getting having a unit like this handy, or having a friend around with it, tell you that there's a lot of options, a lot of things that you can do. You know, getting your AC300 set up. I'm going to just show you, just give you a quick little rundown on a few things that it can do. And you can hook 4 of those batteries up to it. You know, like we're hooking batteries together like that, so it gives you way more power. Gives you Bluetooth options and stuff like that, and Wi-Fi. If you download an app, you can run it all off of your phone to turn it on, shut it off. So, you know, just powering up. This has got a 3,000 watt inverter, and it's got surge up to 6,000. So, you know, you have to be running a lot of stuff off it to get, you know, that kind of thing happening. But it's got just a lot of features for home backup power. Here you can hook a couple of them together. You can go split phase. Shows you how to hook them together to do that. But just for home backup, you know, having one of these sitting around, even if it's not tied into your wiring to home, you're looking at AC300 with a B300 battery or a B300K. This is the B300K. It's got 2764.8 watt hours, so it will run a long time. So we've been running here for half an hour, and we're at 93% yet, and that's just running one battery. So I have another battery at home, but I was running that with my other power station, so I just figured I'd bring one for now. The other one is running my place, and my grid's not down because I don't have grid at my place. So it just makes life easier, and my daughter's happy. She's going to be warm. House is going to be warm at least until power gets back on, and can get back to normal life.
Well, thanks for coming to the rescue. I guess we kind of need to get one of these now for backup for ourselves, so you don't have to rescue us. I can't believe it runs the pellet stove as well as 2 freezers and a fridge. So that's all we need is heat and the food not to go bad, I guess, right? So
yeah, well, good thing I'm not that many miles away, but there's, you know, we've been running for half an hour or so. We're still 92%, and we're pulling 580 watts. So yeah, pellet stove is pumping the heat out, and so anyone that's looking at having heat, especially, and I mean most people have at least a refrigerator and that kind of thing, so you know, having that little stove there, it's been awesome for the kids, just to make sure in case the power does go out that they can run a generator or something like that. But this just keeps them from having to run the generator at night, and hopefully the power will be back on, and it'll be all good. So we'll see how it goes, and like I said, if anyone's really interested in learning more about, I've done other reviews actually with this AC300, and when power is out, then it gives you the opportunity to kind of show what happens, and that I can actually go and help somebody else, and so it's all good. We'll let it run, kind of a mess of cords, but better than having your freezer thaw out and that kind of thing. So we will catch you all later. You gotta click it harder. Oh, it's on, isn't it? Yeah. Well, a little different project today. We're at the kids, but I have another daughter coming home, so we're gonna build a bed frame. We're just 2x6 and some 2x2s, and we're gonna get at it and build a bed frame that a box spring and mattress can sit on. So kind of sort of like that. So we're just different chores in the spring.
See how that goes. Box spring should lay down on there, no problem. Other way over. Where that end up. Let's see if it'll fit, I guess. We're gonna find out real quick. There. Sits right down inside there nicely. Just a few boards and she works.